I don't know if I like this. Trending towards no. I think there's too much rice vinegar in here. Yeah, there's too much rice vinegar. God damn. I like sour shit, but dang. On this episode of Bullshit Bistro, we're going to be doing pulled pork sandwiches. Motherfucking pulled pork sandwiches. I think I'm about to do some decent crackers. I'm really disappointed by the onigiri. It's bad. This is straight up bad. Brioche buns. Cause we bougie. We're gonna throw this in the fucking trash. Well, you know what? Dick might like it. He likes the spicy crab. But it has too much fucking rice vinegar in it. Kind of gross. So, we're gonna do pulled pork sandwiches, and I'll cut up some cucumbers with hummus. I feel like it's a finger food type of day. And Brussels sprouts. Just because we have them. That's less a finger food, but like, they just go hard. They're just really good. So, that's what we're going to do. Pulled pork sandwiches. Do we have fries? If we have fries, we can make that happen. Come with me. We have chicken nuggets. They like chicken nuggets because he's a child. I mean, not to say like chicken nuggets aren't good, but he needs to have them year round, all the time. We have roasted sweet potatoes. I don't know if that's quite it. I don't know if that's like the legacy that I want to live. Are these hash browns? Hash browns? Can we do hash browns? I don't know. I don't think hash brown is the direction I want to go in, but we have a shit ton. Yeah, I didn't realize we had so many motherfucking hash browns. And hush puppies. Hush puppies and hash browns. What the fuck is going on? You know why I don't know? Because I don't be going in the freezer for anything but meat. That's what it is. And ice cream. And it takes me months at a time to eat like a pint of ice cream. Because I'm weak. Ain't got that dog in me. I'm afraid. So yeah, we'll do I guess we could do some sweet potatoes as the starch. Just because pulled pork sandwiches are not good for you. Yeah, that's what I'll do. We'll throw them in the air fryer, maybe? Or cook them on the stove? That might be the move. That might be the wave. Y'all would let me know if my like internet is fucked up, right? Can y'all see me? Like, what's going on with my live? Where there's like one motherfucker here. Usually not that bad. So I disconnected from the Wi-Fi and reconnected. So we'll see. Wi-Fi here is not always great. They got like one of those booster things that like boosts the signal for the Wi-Fi, but it's variable. It don't always be working all that great. It's kind of disappointing. like many of my experiences in this house. So let's see, what am I going to do with these potatoes? Hey, Clay. Suppy sup. Is my stream alright? Like, is it choppy? Is the audio good? The visual good? I'm not sure what all's going on. Because usually there's like a person here within like 2 to 3 minutes. And it's been 5, almost 6. Are these the trappings of me being shadow banned? It's choppy. Alright. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to disconnect from the Wi-Fi. Because it's just the Wi-Fi being shitty here. Alright. How's it now? Is it any better now? That's the question. Yeah, that's actually the motherfucking question. Because like I could, stay up and down all day. I'm turning off the Wi-Fi, but if it doesn't make a difference, then it doesn't make a difference. Also, hi Oskino. It's been a second since I've seen you last. It's better? It's better like okay, or is it like back to normal better? What are you cooking? Reaper, I am making pulled pork sandwiches. And some sweet potatoes, maybe? It's okay. How you been? Wait, did you ask how I've been? You say how I've been? I feel like you're asking how have I been. Either way, I am interested in knowing how you've been. I've been all right. I went to my parents' house earlier today to drop off some food and some pans. Because like I got like a shit ton of pans like a week ago. About a week ago. And I love these pans so much, but I don't have enough room for all of them. They're Tefal titanium induction skillets. They're very nice. Like if you can afford to get some, get you some. I got mine on Facebook Marketplace. Normally the set is like $230. I paid $90. And the lady gave me additional ones because I'm just a delightful person, I guess. It was probably because I'm just really easy to work with. Like she's like, hey, could you meet over here? And I'm like, sure. What time? Good, let's go. I didn't have like a whole lot of hoops that she needed to jump through. I was pretty prompt in responding to her. Because I feel like when you're doing business, regardless of if it's like official or not, like anything that you're doing with other people, you should respect their time. At the very least. And it kind of annoys the shit out of me when people are late to the thing that they scheduled. Like, listen, I get real fucking bent out of shape when I feel like people are not respecting my motherfucking time. What is a dude asking? Hello. Hello. And immediately, what age did you lose your virginity? Yeah, I don't really think of it as losing my virginity. I think it's really fucking weird. The concept of having lost something because you had sex the first time. I literally just say you had sex the first time. It's like that's the only way that we reference like your value as a human being with an experience. And so we talk about like losing your gaming virginity or like losing whatever virginity. And I think it's really stupid. And so I'm not going to perpetuate the shit. I'm not about it. Mr. Q, hey. It's been easy going at work. Hey, that's good. Or are you saying being easy going at work is so important? Okay, well, Hopefully it's easy going at work as well. What the hell is this? Stir fry seasoning mix. Should go over here. Looking good, thank you. Yeah, Bullshit Bistro, yes. It is back. We're making pulled pork sandwiches. That's the bullshit for today. And like we have like very little pork left. I mean, it's not very little. This is enough for like 2 sandwiches. Almost 3, depending on the people. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing pulled pork sandwiches, some sweet potatoes, like roasted sweet potatoes, and cucumbers, and some of the Brussels sprouts from last week, or from last week. Enough for everyone in the chat, right? Yeah, of course. Of course. Absolutely, positively. Always enough for everybody. Don't come to class if you didn't bring enough to share with the class. Or maybe don't bring it to class. Stay in school, kids. I probably should have started banging this on the counter before I opened it. However, we are imperfect beings. This is really not going to take much of any time. He left at, let's see, can I see that? No. Give me 1 sec, because I really don't feel like going back to my room. Give me, like, literally 1 sec. All right, so 4:50. That means right now, he's probably getting into his car 10 minutes from now. And that'll give me another 20 minutes before he actually is here. Can I see your underarms today as well? Go to my Instagram, because I can't show you because I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. And I also don't feel like it. Go to my Instagram. You heard it here, folks. Vince said, don't come to class. Listen, please stay in school. It's definitely worth the stress, the trauma. Like for me, school was a very traumatic experience. Like I did good at it, or well at it, but I don't know. They tell you that there's good types of stress, and I do believe there are. I don't know if school's one of them. I don't know if the butthole clenching anxiety that you experience when you remember that you forgot a Blackboard assignment, I don't know if that's good. And like the fact that I experienced that for years after being out of school, I don't think that's healthy. And I think the people that did the best at school, that's who has the hardest time with it. And I was an autistic kid, an undiagnosed autistic kid in school. All I knew was like, if you get good grades, that means you're doing the right thing. And you get the accolades, you get the praise, and it didn't even really feel like anything to me. It was just like setting the world in equilibrium. It's just the thing you're supposed to do. And I hit the autistic shutdown, the autistic fucking burnout, and I hit it hard. Happy Friday the 13th. Hey! Gang, gang. I didn't even think about it. It is Friday the 13th. You only did good in high school, barely passed uni. Just couldn't be bothered to care most of the time. I mean, real? Like, school kind of do feel like it's a fucking scam. Not gonna lie. It's kind of a global fucking scam. And I hate to say, like, some scams are so pervasive that they're like necessary. Like, because it's injected into all occupations, it's kind of difficult to avoid it. But I studied environmental science. So I took a lot of epidemiology, toxicology, microbiology, chemistry, like 4 fucking different types of chemistry, air quality, like stuff about like recycling, pollution, and carbon footprints and all that stuff, but like the science behind it rather than like public health, where people are kind of looking like tracking disease, but like more in like a sociological way, where I remember there was an outbreak of salmonella that was real bad, and they're trying to figure out, like, an epidemiologist is pretty much a disease detective, and they're trying to figure out where these diseases are, like, how is it getting passed? How is this happening? And I do find that part of the experience pretty interesting, like the part of the study, very interesting. And they're looking at the people that are getting sick. It's mostly little girls. It's like, okay, well, what the fuck are little girls doing that everyone else isn't? And then they got one little boy that got sick, and they're like, what did he do? And so they interviewed all the kids, and then they interviewed the little boy at the end, and they found out he had eaten some cookie dough. And it was the cookie dough. And it wasn't the eggs that was in the cookie dough, it was the flour. Because the flour is 100% will fuck you up more than eggs will. Because they're not treating the flour like they're treating eggs. You're much more likely to get salmonella from flour than eggs. Is especially a scam nowadays? Yeah, because degrees can't carry. They don't do shit unless you have like a doctorate. Like a master's is like the minimum, and then like a bachelor's degree, it doesn't even matter what you have it in. As long as you have one, it's like, okay, well, we can hire you because you've completed a degree, and so it doesn't really matter what you do, which is very depressing to feel like I got a bachelor's degree in environmental science, and I don't use it. It's only what gets me in the door anywhere. They don't give a shit about the amount of stress and pain that I went through. I was fucking hallucinating. I was not good. Towards the end there, I was ready to check out. Like, I had one day where I bugged the fuck out and almost did. Like, I have lost time. That's the only time I've ever had lost time. And I don't remember what happened that day. I remember I called my parents, because my parents told me that I called them. But outside of that, I don't fucking remember shit. But I did stuff. Which is wild to think about. This probably needs some butter. Let's put some butter in here. And maybe, what's good for flavoring? Oh my god, why would you put stuff in here if it won't fucking fit, bruh? What do you mean? And now I can't get anything out. It is a sick pet man world out here. Niggas be making stupid ass decisions. Let's see. I feel like going sweet with this would be better. Like a little bit of brown sugar. No cinnamon. Though I would love to put cinnamon in it. Maybe I will. What did you study, Troy? Maybe we'll put honey butter in here. Maybe that's the way. Then I can throw this out. This was in the way, then I couldn't take anything out of the butter shelf container? Butter guy? The place where the butter goes. Butter caddy. I don't know. I'm gonna put some additional honey in here. I literally got this honey because it said Michigan wildflower, and I have a friend who lives in Michigan, in Detroit, and they love flowers like so damn much. And literally the only reason I got it is because I thought of them. I mean, I didn't need honey. It sounds like NASA. Okay. Everybody on your mark, get faster. Oh my god. An attempt was made. This is in the like clean dish rack. An attempt was made. Let's see. Have you seen the movie Contagion? Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's literally what an epidemiologist does. They go somewhere and they figure out why is a disease spreading and how to stop it. And then also like protocols and things that we can do to prevent a disease from spreading. It's very fun. It's very interesting. Because it's like the study of people, but it's like interdisciplinary. Because you have to learn about sociology, a little bit of psychology, some toxicology, because people could be exposed to toxins that are making them sick. Microbiology, of course, because you need to understand how contagions work, generally speaking. Biology as well, you need to understand like fomites. A fomite is like any surface or thing that is not like a living, breathing thing that a disease could be contaminated or can contaminate. So like this knife is a fomite. And say that I like dip it in the toilet, it's got bacteria on it. And some bacteria live for a very long time and they can stay on this fomite. Some don't. And so you need to understand like latency periods, incubation periods, all that kind of stuff. There's a fair amount of, especially in the study of epidemiology, like finding trends and stuff, there's a lot of statistics, like a shit ton of statistics. That's probably even more so than sociology is statistics. Your certificates are the main reason. Yeah, you're getting a job right now, exactly. And so it's like all the extra bullshit that you do after school or along in school. Because I have a HACCP certificate, which is pretty much the SOPs and GOPs for like I don't remember all the fucking things. SOPs and SSOPs, the best practices for a company that is selling a food product. Like how to handle vegetables, and if these vegetables are being cut, how that is a very different process. All right. Let's see. I don't think you see what? You have to put nonstick in the dishwasher. Oh, we don't actually have a dishwasher. Are you saying dishwasher? But yeah, you're not supposed to put it in the dishwasher. We don't have one, so it doesn't. That's not even a problem. Yeah, whoever used it last, they didn't clean it very well. Yeah, Contagion was a good movie. I would suggest if you like Contagion, watch The Andromeda Strain. It's a you've seen, like, do you know of Michael Crichton? He wrote Jurassic Park. And so a lot of his stories are very science heavy. They're like science fiction, but like heavy science fiction. And when you watch Jurassic Park, you don't see any of the science really, but it's heavy science. If you read the book, it's heavy, heavy, heavy science. And Andromeda Strain's a really, really fun delve into a little bit more science than Jurassic Park, but it's a miniseries. It's not a movie. I think it's like 6 episodes. But like all of Michael Crichton's stories have a what is it called? Like a moral. All of his stories have a moral to them. He made the novel Westworld adapted. I think so. I think so. I actually never read it. I don't know if it's called Westworld or not. He has a lot of shit that I'm just now discovering. Hey Jake. And he's been dead for a minute. I think he died in the 80s. And also he was tall as shit, and his daughter is tall as shit. I think he was like 6'7". But all of his books are so good, and they all have a moral. And the one for Andromeda Strain is, well, I guess the one for Jurassic Park is like, just because we can do it doesn't mean we should. Real easy. The one for Andromeda Strain is we need to take care of our shit, like the shit that we have currently, before we don't have it anymore. Because the way that the story is like there's like time displacement where this disease has hit Earth and it's making people sick, and they're trying to figure out like what the fuck is this disease, and they go back to the pod where it came from, and they're like, well, it's from Earth. It's not like a alien pod, but it's from the future. What the fuck? Why do we have a pod from the future? And so they look at it and they're like, well, why would they send it to us? And they use something in the disease. They like genetically modify the disease so that it gives them a clue as to how to fix it, how to treat it. It's just very fucking cool. Yeah, Michael Crichton's a really, really, what is his height? You triggered me? Listen, give me a sec. I was looking back to my room, I'm like, it triggered you. Yeah, 6'7". But I think he actually was like tall. Like tall. Paul Bunyan tall. Michael Crichton. Let's see when he died. Oh no, he died in 2008. Maybe I'm thinking 8 like 2008 instead of like I was thinking 80s from that. Let's see what his height is. He's from Chicago. Oh, 6'9". Yeah, he's tall as shit. Maybe his daughter's 6'7". Is it Taylor Ann? I think that's her name. No, she's not. She's like significantly shorter than him. I mean, she still looks tall, but maybe like 6 feet. Maybe a little less. Maybe 5'11", 5'10". Because like she's over a head shorter, and your head's about 8 inches. So yeah, I'm thinking probably 5'10" or 5'11". Jurassic Park was an autobiography. It a little bit is. Yeah, he's a big boy, and he was a scientist. He's just real into science. I don't think he played sports. Let's see, Westworld. But I could absolutely see, because I've seen a little bit of Westworld. I could definitely see, because he has a very multifaceted way that he approaches a plot, and Westworld is very much like that. Yep, Michael Crichton. And it's called Westworld. So they just kept the fucking name, which is not a bad idea. Dude, I love Michael Crichton. He's probably my favorite writer. I say Stephen King's my favorite writer, but Michael Crichton's my favorite. I just haven't read all of his stuff. I look like Cynthia's girlfriend. I know. I was the one that told you that. I mean, I never finished it, so I don't know. I mean, I liked as far as I got. I was enjoying it. It's just that Dig has like real bad ADHD, and he has a problem with nice shiny. He likes nice new shiny things, and so a new show when it comes out, he's like, "Oh well, we need to watch this." And I'm like, "Bitch, we have like 12 other shows in our backlog. Can we work on those first before we watch a new one?" But he very much likes new things. I'm like, "Bitch, I do not. I need to finish this." It's like the intersection of like autism and ADHD, where like he wants to start a new one, and I want to finish all the old ones. But speaking of which, he has arrived.
That was terrible.
So let's butter these. And throw some meat on them. Would you want lettuce and pickles, or do you just want the meat and that's it? Okay. Leaving shows unfinished is my passion. Wow, y'all would get along. Yeah, that shit stresses me out. Cause then I forget what happened in the show, and when we go back, I'm like just mostly confused because I don't remember any of this shit. You ain't sitting around watching me cook all day? You wanna watch a movie? Okay, bye, Jake. Girl, anyways. I'm gonna throw some in there. Well, you know what? No, I don't want to throw it just in. Stressing myself out. We'll put both these in there. And then, because we're not going to see the bottoms, I'll put the bottoms in the toaster. Hey, my professor. Woo! Oh, that's nice though. Okay. All right. Yeah, those are candied. That's gonna be nice. Okay. Done here. Did I get a plate out? Yeah, I did. I knew I did. I know myself. You know what? I'm playing. Let's heat this up right quick. Paisley, hi. You have a question. How did you find out you're non-binary? And when did you find out? Ooh. A minute ago. It's been, damn, like years. It was definitely like a learning process. Like it took some time. Because initially, because I think a lot of people take this route when they discover that they don't identify with the gender that they were assigned at birth. A lot of people say gender fluid, or they start off like gender non-conforming, where it's like, I'm not your traditional girl, or I'm not your traditional boy, and then they branch out more towards like actually like the identity is it's a little more than just your presentation. It's something that's going on in your head, and they'll say like, yeah, no, I think I'm probably closer to being gender fluid. Where like on any given day, I feel more like a boy or I feel more like a girl. At least for me, that's the way it went. And then I realized like, no, not really. I don't really toggle back and forth. I don't have girl days and boy days. I mostly just change the way that I dress, and I feel neutral, where I don't feel like any one particular thing about me is gendered. And the way that I explain it to people is, say that you have a binder, and your binder has all of your different aspects of your personality, like all your character traits, all the things that you do, and like your beliefs and all that stuff. And so on the page that has gender on it, like on the divider that says gender, it's blank. There's nothing on it. And all the things that might be on the gender page are in other places. So like opening doors for people, I just do that because I'm polite. It doesn't matter if there's a man on the other side, a woman on the other side, another non-binary person on the other side. I just like helping people, generally speaking, and I don't think that's gendered. Like, it is really weird when I open a door for a man that like sees me and perceives me as a woman. They get real bent out of shape, or they get bent out of shape the other way, where they're like fascinated by it and like want to understand like why. And I'm like, because everyone deserves to have a nice thing done for them. Generally speaking, I don't care what you got going on. You could be a terrible person. I don't know that. And so I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, no matter who you are. And I don't care what you look like, because like judging a book by its cover, this is a bad policy to have. So yeah, it took me a minute to figure it out, but I started off saying I was gender fluid, and then figured like, yeah, no, it's just, I'm pretty stagnant. I'm pretty static with like the experience of gender. It's more what I'm feeling like wearing that day, and what you wear is not your gender. Just to get that out of the way. And that was in 2010. And if I'm being honest, it's probably been a while since like I've known that like I'm a little off. Probably like the first time I realized is when I was wearing my brother's pants, and I was like, uh-oh, this feels like it's a thing that's like making me feel stuff. And I don't know if I'm ready to tackle it. And I was like 14 then. And so it's a thing that you can look back and like pick up the breadcrumbs. You'll know. You'll leave yourself clues. But yeah, the first time like I decided like, yeah, no, I'm a little fucking weird was 2010. And then like I had a friend start using they them pronouns for me instead of using like she and he. And I was like, oh, bitch, that's actually pretty nice. Uh-oh. And so sometimes it's like the smallest difference. Like somebody just said something a little different than what they usually do, and that changes your fucking life. And that very much did. I think I started using the pronouns in 2012. Like without like mistakes. Like I was definitely using them before then. Maybe like 2011. Everything happened like in quick succession. What kind of pants were they? Cargo pants? Yeah, it was literally just fucking cargo pants. Because I grew up in a family that like, we weren't super gendered, but like, I mean, I was treated like, well, no, I kind of was treated like, I was a tomboy growing up. Very much a tomboy. God damn. To the point where I was like, I hate pink. Like, girly things like nauseate me. Which is dumb. That's the same thing as like being elitist about music. You just have a whole swath of things that you can enjoy in life. And why take that potential away from yourself? All right, and we're going to. I don't know if he wants like. Hold up. Do you want the sauce on the sandwich, or do you want it in the one? Okay. Well, I have to take a picture of it. With the hint of honey. Oh yeah. I got it. If past me could see me now, it depends on which one, like what age. Like past me after discovering my gender, like after like at the beginning of the transition, I think past me would be fucking floored because I've come a very long way. Past me in high school would probably be really confused and a little bit mad because I'll be fat compared to what I was like in high school. They would think like I've let myself go because I very much was like right now I have a business casual relationship with ED. Back then it was like 100% fueled by hate. The one that put on those cargo pants. Oh, yeah. Okay, that one might be pretty fucking floored. Because that was like the very first time where I was like, ooh. I think they would be very... Because I look like a fucking video game character or like an anime character. I think they would really like that. I think they would be very surprised at like my ability to kind of emulate it so well. But also, I'd still be fat by their standards, and they were still very much drinking the Kool-Aid back then. Barbecue sauce. I'm not a fan of barbecue sauce. I think it is super duper gross. Well, like super sweet barbecue sauces, I'm not into it. But I think for the most part, I'd just be proud of me. I like to look at myself like at 36 and I look like this. Like I'm still kind of cool. Yeah, 15 years ago me would be pretty jazzed with that. What the fuck is that? You hear those children? They're losing their minds out there. Let's see. Well, past me always wanted to dress up like Sora. Exactly. So needless to say, you'd be disappointed in your present you. Well, I mean, is that what you want to do now? That with a PH. Like, would you want to dress like Sora? Because, like, you still got time. You absolutely can. You need more sauce, bro. Maybe I'll taste this one and see if it, like, compares to the other. We got a bunch of it. I just don't know. I don't want to taste this shit. This is original. This is Sweet Baby Ray's. This is honey. I feel like this is probably similar. Good job on the food, by the way. Thank you. Oh yeah, close enough. I haven't even taken the picture yet. Hold up. Oh my god, come on. I feel like Sweet Baby Ray's is like the standard. Like anytime someone talks about some barbecue sauce, they be singing their praises of Sweet Baby Ray's. Which is like kind of a hilarious name to me. Always gotta make it look pretty. Always the overachiever. Well, this is a little stuck. I mean, it's pretty caramelized. We are coming in on the finish line. Where's my knife? So far, so good. You rock those shorts? Hold up. If you did, you'd probably be using drugs again? I mean, everybody's got their poison. My poison's in my brain. Unfortunately. I was gonna use the mandolin. This is kind of easier than like getting it out, finding the glove. I just kind of want them to be uniform. It's taking me a little bit longer than necessary. But English cucumbers are so good. Flex with them heavily. Because they're a lot easier to work with because their seeds are smaller. Our pictures be looking good, thank you. Food and beautiful women, thank you. Use the little guy. Where's Get the cat inside. And of course, I always have to make this shit like super pretty. That one's not uniform enough. That one's too thick. If they're too thick, then they won't like conform to the roundness of the dish. So it's not like I have like a grudge with thick ass cucumbers. There we go. So, 'tis dinner. How do I want this situated? Maybe like this. And move these two things around. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Bitch, listen. We'll do this. Right? Well, then you can't see the little bowl of... Here you go. That's dinner. It's gonna be like a 3D experience. That looks professional, thank you. That is the point. But it's also the joy. And or the jam. But yeah, that's it for me, y'all. What's the dip? It's red pepper hummus. This likes cucumbers with this hummus. It's pretty good. Like the combination is really nice. Like I've tried pickle hummus, and I love pickles, but pickle hummus is not where it's at. Do you dress sexy on purpose, or is it just a normal thing? This is like a shirt that I got from my parents' house that I had from like for fucking ever ago that my mother-in-law gave me, and these are shorts that I wear to work out. So yeah, it's not on purpose. I guess I have like an eye for fashion, for things that look good on me, which I mean, I fucking should. I've spent enough time lamenting not being able to do it, and so it's nice to see that it's paid off. But yeah, that's dinner, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some pictures of this and put them up in the community tab as always. I said I might not be able to do this live because I thought Dig was going to be off, but he wasn't. He was quite on. He's actually off on Monday, so I probably won't do a live on Monday unless he takes a long ass nap or something. Thank y'all. Yeah, it was good talking to y'all. Have a fantastic rest of your day and Valentine's Day and weekend. Yeah. Y'all take it easy. Keep it cheesy. But most of all, be kind. Deuces.